will see as we go on that most prizes have been won by the females. So we have demonstrated once again that we are excelling in the legal profession, and inshallah very soon we shall take it over. We will start with the prize for professional conduct, which has been sponsored by the Honorable Chief Justice, and we will invite my Lord to present the prize for professional conduct, which is for Rosalind Duca. The prize for advocacy skills has been sponsored by the Honorable Attorney General, and we would invite the Honorable Solicitor General to present the prize to Dorothy Saba de Graaf Johnson. The prize for civil procedure has been sponsored by the Doyen of the Bar, Mr. Surahata B.S. Jane, and I would invite Mrs. Jagana, Ibronke Jane Jagana, to present the prize to Fatou Touray. The prize for criminal procedure has been sponsored by Mr. Antman A.B. Gay and Co., and I would call on Mr. Sega Gay to present the prize to Benedicta Kweshchiga. Prize for legal drafting and conveyance is sponsored by Ami Bensouda and Co., and I would invite Mrs. Bensouda to present the prize to Fatou Touray. The prize for company law and commercial practices has been sponsored by Mr. Paidi Fall, and I would invite Professor Jibril Fall to present the prize to Fatou Touray. The prize for English and legislative drafting has been sponsored by Mr. Solai Law Chambers, and I would invite Mr. Bojang to present the prize to Hawa Balde. For the law of evidence has been sponsored by the Gambia Bar Association, and I would invite Mrs. Victoria Andrews to present the prize to Ms. Fatou Touray. Last year, Mr. ANMO Dabo started a new tradition, which is to award a prize to the best female student. And the prize for this year goes to none other than Ms. Fatou Touray. Ms. Chan to present this prize, please. We don't want to be accused of being biased. So we have also created a new prize for the best male student, which would be donated and sponsored by Mr. Saliu Tal, the president of the Gambia Bar Association. And we invite Mr. Tal to present it to Mr. Usman Fall.
Thank you. Do it fast. Thank you.
Congratulations to all those who have won the subject prizes. Now, the most outstanding student is the student with the best overall results. And that prize has been donated by His Excellency, the President of the Republic, Mr. Adam Barrow. And I would invite my Lord, the Honorable Chief Justice and the Honorable Solicitor General to present that prize to Ms. Fatou Touray. Many congratulations to Ms. Fatou Touray. You have obviously excelled in your studies and we wish you a fruitful career. We will now invite you to deliver the vote of thanks on behalf of the students. Ms. Fatou Touray.
My Lord the Chief Justice, Honorable Justices of the Superior Courts, Representative of the Honorable Attorney General and Minister of Justice, the Solicitor General and Legal Secretary, members of the General Legal Council, the Director General and members of the Academic Board of the Gambia Law School, our distinguished guest speaker, President and members of the Gambia Bar Association, religious leaders, staff and students of the Gambia Law School, our parents, relatives and friends, my colleagues, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I feel very honored to stand before you today on behalf of the 2020-2021 class of the Gambia Law School. I want to begin by thanking God for making all of this possible. I wish to extend our profound gratitude to everyone that is here today on this very important occasion of our lives, as well as those who could not be here today but have supported us in various ways throughout this journey. I extend our heartfelt gratitude to our parents, guardians, sponsors, and loved ones for their support, prayers, encouragement, and sacrifice. On behalf of my colleagues, I would like to express our appreciation and enormous gratitude to our esteemed lecturers, Honorable Justice O.M.M. Jai, Honorable Justice D.V.P. Mahoney, Honorable Justice Kumbasila Kamara, Honorable Justice Amina Sahosise, Senior Counsel Mrs. Ami N.D. Bensouda, Senior Counsel Mrs. Janet Salenjai, the Learned Solicitor General Emeritus Mr. Cherno Marina, Mr. Senior Counsel Mr. Lamin S. Kamara, and Senior Counsel Abdul Aziz Bensouda, for not only teaching us the substance and procedures of the law, but for also giving us knowledge and wisdom that transcends beyond the classroom. You did not only shape our ways of thinking and helped us find our voices, but you also taught us to have ethics and values, and more importantly, to uphold those ethics and values even when nobody is watching. We thank you for your patience, your commitment, for sharing your experiences, and for the great advice and encouragement. Outside of what was required of them, our lecturers went the extra miles. For instance, Justice Kumbasila conducted several tutorials after she finished her syllabus and went on to give us some very helpful tips, not just for her course, but for the bar finals in general. And Justice Sahosise did not stop at teaching us advocacy skills. She always reiterated the importance of us conducting ourselves well at all times as members of this profession. I also want to seize this opportunity to thank our guest lecturers. Her Ladyship Honorable Justice Ajimam, Chief Justice of Turks and Caicos. Her Ladyship Honorable Justice Awaba, Justice of the Supreme Court. His Lordship Kadi Omar Seka, President of the Kadi Appeals Panel. His Worship Mr. Peter Adoche. Senior Counsel Mr. Pa Idifal. Senior Counsel Mr. Ibrahim Sane. Senior Counsel Mr. Malik F. Mbaye. Senior Counsel Mr. Abdullah Fati. And Senior State Counsel Mr. Mumudu Dumbuyambalo for making the time to generously share their wealth of knowledge and experiences with us. We thank the Director General, Mrs. Tamasi, and the entire administrative and support staff of the Gambia Law School for their immense support during our time there. To my colleagues, it has truly been a pleasure sharing this journey with all of you. You have been extremely kind, always willing to help, and made the class a place where we did not only count on each other for academic support, but also a place where we showed up for each other in good and bad times. I am grateful for the sessions, the educative discussions, as well as the small human moments we shared. Law school would have been much more difficult without your help, and I would not be standing here today without the support you gave me. Having shared this journey with you and seeing how much hard work and sacrifice everyone put in, it makes me very happy to see how far we have all come. Law school is not exactly a fun endeavor, and it can be quite difficult, but I believe that we have done a lot of learning and growing, and that there is indeed a difference between who we are and who we were. I congratulate you all on this milestone, and it is my hope that as we go on to pursue our different paths in life, we'll always remember to use our privileges and powers to improve society and to be there for others in small and big ways. To my colleague and dear friend Mariam Jame, who's been with me since my first semester at the UTD, I thank you very much for your love and support throughout the years and for being a great example of strength and resilience. I want to say a special thank you to amazing class representatives, Mr. Manjiki Sane and Ms. Muslima Hazel. You served us incredibly well in unconventional circumstances whilst dealing with the same academic pressures that we were all dealing with, and for that we owe you a huge debt of gratitude. I want to personally acknowledge and thank my family, some of whom are here with me today. I could not have asked for a better support system throughout this journey. Every single one of you has been incredibly supportive since I made the decision to start an entirely new career about 5 years ago. In addition to supporting me with resources, you prayed for me, encouraged me, and provided me the right environment, which made it easy for me to focus on school. You certainly cannot choose your family, but even if I had a choice, I could not have chosen a better family to be a part of. I thank my mother, the first and best teacher that I've ever had. You have been a great example for my sister and I. It is definitely not lost on me the amount of sacrifice you've made for our family, and I feel very blessed and privileged to have been raised by you. I would not be standing here today without your love, guidance, and prayers. I also want to thank my dad for always being there for me and for being the biggest champion of my education. You've always provided whatever I needed, constantly told me how proud you are of me, and reminded me of what truly matters. I must also remember my grandfather, Ba, a man who was not only generous with everything he owned, but also very generous with his prayers. While my heart is very heavy that you did not live to see this day, the fond memories of you praying for me every single morning before I left for work and school will always live with me. Thank you to my aunts, Adam and Fanta, my grandmother, my uncles, my cousins, my sister, and my amazing friends for all of their love and support. Thank you to our seniors for always making themselves available whenever we had any questions, needed any clarifications, and for generally giving us some much needed guidance and support. Sorry, contrary to what I'm exhibiting here, I've actually been taught how to keep my emotions in check. It's just a bit difficult when you're talking about people you care about. And finally, to the students currently at the Gambia Law School, I want to use this moment to encourage you and tell you that you can do it. It will get hard sometimes, and you will feel overwhelmed. But if you just hang in there and give it your best, you will pull through. Of course, it goes without saying that you need to work very hard, but you also need to remind yourselves to take a moment if need be, so that you can have the strength to keep going. Reach out to others for help if you need it, and help out your colleagues if they need it. If we could do it, then so can you. I thank you all.
Brings us to an end of today's program.